All right, we're live. Welcome back, everybody. Nico Hill, same teams, Nico Hill. This time, I have a guest commentator who showed up uninvited. You may know him as guy from EB. I'll let him do himself the justice.
Hey, what's up? Uninvited guest here, and representing EB. So yeah.
I love that. So should be a good round. Last round was a honestly pretty close Union victory. They let the ball slip a little bit. This map usually pretty one-sided CSA favor. Do you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I think I agree with that assessment. It's more defender sided. However, what I don't agree with is your choice of shampoo. I mean, you just like smell like shit, dude. Like
Look,
I have to say it to you.
there is something called naturalization. If you do not take a shower for around 1 to 2 months, eventually all the microorganisms on your body get the equilibrium and they take care of everything themselves. This is something big pharma, big shampoo does not want you to know.
All right, bro, but you're weak. You need to take a shower.
It's called
I'm sorry.
aura. It's aura, bruh.
I spent 40 days and 40 nights without shells.
All right. Anyways, so it looks like Union's gonna go towards the woods. Maybe go up the snake fence. We'll see. But if you're pushing that stone wall, it's going to be very difficult, especially with
Yeah.
pistols and cav and all that stuff.
Now, I do know there was some controversy over cavalry last week. I wasn't there for that, thank God. But
Sharps,
yeah, sharps. It looks like they fixed it. It's no longer a problem. That's good to see.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, sharps and low pop is always going to be a little controversial.
Low pop? Who you
but
calling low pop?
We're more mid pop now, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like it hasn't. Like the problem's kind of solved itself.
In a way, yeah.
But you know, they still added rules just to make sure that everything's fair and balanced, which is, you know, fine. It's their event, you know, figure it out. But yeah, I feel like sharps weren't too unbalanced. You get 3 companies. You know, your flag timer is going to be way higher. And the reloads and stuff like that, like especially on certain maps, it's 100% necessary. They have a full line of sharps, especially on Hooker's Push.
Oh shit!
Very nice cannon shot. I actually wiped out 4 to 5 guys. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Another good cannon shot, just taking out what was left over there. I assume that's your guys on artillery.
Yep.
As always.
4th US battery, baby.
You know, I was surprised to see today. Surprised to see the new old addition to your unit. Saw Patriot running around leading some guys, and I was like, "Oh, look at that! That's novel."
Rejoined EB. We're kicking ass. We're doing a good job. 5th Minnesota definitely has been doing a lot of the heavy lifting for EB. So yeah, hats off to them.
Oh yeah.
And you know, right now the Union just has a really good line. I mean, it's really hard to hit shots, you know, on this like fence right here. And if they need to, they can always pull back to the barn pretty easily without taking too many casualties. So
yeah, I don't think the CSA team reacted fast enough to what the Union was doing. They kind of let them have that.
The problem is you're not getting like a good ticket drain right now because you're doing a lot of long range shooting. So most of your tickets are actually going to come from some like lucky shots, and then also you're already hitting shots like they just did. So we'll see how the ticket drain goes, but Union's probably going to have to push up the hill on the left side down the road, but they'll have cover fire to do it.
Yeah, I'm not even sure if I would push out if I was Union. I think their flags are going to keep them respawning fast enough to hold it. I don't really see CSA mass coordination like charging them anytime soon.
Yeah, the only problem is time, right? It's
the
ticket drain. Like you're not getting a lot of tickets right here. I mean, I could be wrong.
It doesn't look like they're doing as much damage as they want to. Artillery's doing a good amount of work though.
Artie's doing a good job. See, that's the problem is like Artie's always gonna hit that like hill right there and hit them on the stone wall like they just did. and they have open shots, very exposed to the arty. So they can definitely do ticket drain just through arty, right? It's just whether or not the rifles and stuff like that are gonna help out with that. And at this range, about 300 yards, it's gonna be tough. But we'll see. I mean, they are capping points, so time might not be an issue if they cap. So, I mean, we'll see. They did get off the stone wall, so the road is open right now. So a company could get on the road and hold it, which is a very strategic spot to hold. I mean, you have the stone wall covering you. So we'll see if they maneuver over to the road. But right now, they're just on the straight fence.
Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be another slow burn of a match. Honestly, I'm kind of surprised Union's not taking care of CSA artillery. It's right there. You could farm some tickets by just sending some guys up, kill them, come back.
Yeah, a problem I see right now is there's a lot of Union clumped up on the shed, 9th Corps. They're not. I mean, they have decent shots, you know, but they're not really doing a whole lot. It's kind of stagnant for Union right now, and you're losing the ticket battle. I would just cap point and force them to recap. Lets you catch up on tickets. You know, not have to be the aggressors. Just sit back on point and shoot them as they come.
What do you think about the early cap? You think that's going to be an actual threat, or?
I think it's a necessity. If I was CSA right now, that'd be my biggest worry. But it looks like 9th Corps is going to cap, which I think is the right move. I don't agree with that decision, Patriot, but I mean that's okay.
What is he trying to do?
Yeah, he just got them off cap.
Oh, okay. I probably would have stuck the cap. It forces them to come to you.
Yeah. And if you're watching the ticket drain, it's really slow right now. Like you're not getting much out right here. So it's like what's the point of like not capping right now? Like you're not gonna get enough of a ticket drain right now. 36 minutes. You're only a quarter way through battle ready. I mean, it's not looking too hot.
Necessarily a hero. He was a diddler even during his time.
Do we want to early cap? He was a goddamn Navy hero.
I think 9th Corps was doing the right move there.
Would it be possible to shoot there already?
Yeah.
CSA could probably also send a small force to attack the arty as well.
Everyone's saying they want to cap.
Yeah, they really should have.
Yeah.
Looks like they're recorrecting.
Union is starting to get skirmishers on the arty, just shooting at them. So they are getting those out of line tickets, which is pretty good. And especially in like mid pop and low pop, out of line tickets are huge.
All right, 20 minutes on the clock to recap point.
Yeah, I think it's gonna come down to whether arty hits their shots on point. If the Union arty hits their shots on point and really lights them up and puts pressure on the CSA that are coming down, the Union should be able to hold this. 9th Corps is holding behind the shed, which I'm a little skeptical about because that's a prime target for arty. But it is a good spot to help hold the road. I think I would just kind of spread it out on the fence behind them and just use that instead. Arty's not killing you as bad, but yeah, it looks like CSA is not really advancing right now. Like they're just still shooting it out, still playing decently passive, and that kind of works towards the Union favor because Union doesn't really have to do anything except defend the point. And they're not doing too bad on the the ticket trade right now. It's pretty decently even. Say CSA might be up 1/8 of Emerald State, but not by much. Oh, looks like a CSA officer is pushing the road right now, and it's CQB coming in. Hayden's going to be pushing the road, and we'll see if 9th Corps is going to be able to stop him.
Without the rest of their team, I'm not sure how successful this is going to be.
Yeah, 9th Corps is pretty slow to react, and CQB is just going to walk on point, and I think they're going to just take it. They aren't Cav, so they are a little exposed if the Union comes and jumps them, which I think Patriot is going to do right now. Yeah, looks like 5th Minnesota and 53rd are going to go ahead and push in. We'll see if CQB can defend against this. But Rebels, the CSA, are still playing pretty far back. So if CQB gets wiped here, it's not a whole lot that the Confederates can do to help them out. Yeah, and it looks like Union's going to go in as a team here, just wipe out CQB, and then probably pull it back to the straight fence. The hill to the right side, 15th Alabama is going to go ahead and try and assault the open field. We'll see if they get away with this. But IVB is to the right. So if IVB catches this, they should be able to wipe out 15th. And it looks like 15th is actually just going to pull back. They saw the danger, so they're not going to push up.
Yeah, CSA is put in a kind of sticky situation right now. All of them are grouped up in an area where if they charge, they have a very long open way to get to point. They're going to get shot up.
Yeah, definitely not the way you want to play Nicodemus on defense. You just don't want to let the attackers get a breakthrough ever. You always want to go ahead and kind of like spread it out and let your cav do a lot of the heavy work on the hill, because if you charge cavalry, you're just gonna get shot to death with pistols. So I think letting the Union have the right side of this map, the Union right side of this map, was a big mistake, because they just have so much map control that they pretty much have direct access to the point. You can force the defenders to become the attackers at any point. You can stop the clock. You can get a decent ticket trade. It's not so sure about this strat. Looks like IVB's going for a interesting RD charge here. Complex coming in.
They should get a couple tickets off of this.
He's gonna get a couple tickets here. They got, yeah, they're getting a couple. That officer's really doing a lot of work with this pistol, though.
Yeah, Frosty did good with.
Probably lost more tickets, but at the same time, it doesn't matter, because if defenders like recap point, they're just gonna get the Union's tickets back anyways. It doesn't really matter that much. I like the call, to charge out the RD, get them off the guns. Just keep harassing them. I think that's a good call. Plus, the defenders aren't really making a push towards points, so why not? Get a couple skirmish out-of-line kills right there. And get them off the guns.
It's not a bad idea. Both teams basically still even on tickets, even if TSA has a slight disadvantage going into 35-minute mark.
Very, very slight, very minimal, but even being even on tickets as attackers is winning,
Yeah,
so,
that's
especially on Nico,
yeah.
On Eco, where you have such a disadvantage on this map as attackers, it's really just difficult to make a breakthrough in general. So I'm very impressed.
Yeah, the initial
that the defenders didn't defend the Union right side.
Yeah, they really should have at least. I mean, generally, what you see on this map is you've got the cavalry unit holding top right, and other units kind of holding in the middle, and then they go far right, then everyone shifts. They go far left, everyone shifts. But they kind of gave up their left side entirely, and that's
Yeah.
why they are in this position.
Yeah, definitely. I think CSA is trying to win back tickets right here, but it's hard to win back tickets when you're the ones attacking. You already have a ticket disadvantage. So we'll see what happens here, but attackers are doing a good job of defending the point. It looks like 15th Alabama is going to go ahead and get on the RD, and I think this is a good call by Sean to try and get on their right flank and really tie down forces on the left side. I think what Union should do is I think they should try to take the hill right now since it's so exposed without 15th Alabama. That's what I would do is I'd try to get every Union regiment to go ahead and push them out on that hill, take the hill and ditch point and just hold the hill because the hill is just such a superior position than the right side. Oh, nice shot by Artie. Good shot on the point. A lot of kills right there. 30th North Carolina is nearly wiped out from that. It looks like EB is going in. I think 4th West Virginia is falling with. IVB is going in too. Yeah, I mean, I think if Union takes this, the left side hill, I think they're good. One problem they have right now is that 15th Alabama is coming in from behind, so if they don't get the flags out to the stone wall, they're going to lose their flags, which will make them eventually lose the left side Nicodemus Hill. So. Oh, and they did not wipe the cavalry on the left side, so now the Union is
they're at risk
right now.
Yeah, they're at risk.
We'll see if they can wipe out 15th Alabama. I think they will because they just have more numbers, but
the cavalry coming in from behind.
Cavalry is coming in from behind, and
if they,
the flags are pretty exposed right now. So if
they
Union
actually
doesn't catch this, they're pretty much cooked.
I
they just wipe out 15.
Yeah.
So if they come back to the left, I think they can hold this.
Definitely. There's only like 4 cavalry guys actually
the problem
charging.
is the flags are just unaware. They're just so exposed. That's why you want your best players to be on flags, is because you don't want them to be too exposed, and you want them to have a lot of awareness on what's going on. Okay. All right. So it looks like Union's gonna repel that. It looks like 15th just got wiped. They kind of got left in dry. I think CSA just reacted too passively there.
A little too slow.
They were just too slow on the draw there. And Union's gonna take full advantage and wipe 15th Alabama. I think it was a good play by Sean. I think his friendlies didn't go in on it. Especially with Cav, since Cav have just direct access to pistols, Cav should be like one of the most aggressive units, and right now they're just playing pretty passively. You got 10 guys on the pistol. You know, that's 60 shots. That's a lot of shots, just direct access to when you spawn in, you know, if you have everyone spawned in. So you can literally just push out any company if you have, you know, good team coordination and stuff like that.
Looks like CSA is coordinating on the hill. Maybe go down the left side and attack. That's usually, I mean, if I was in their position, that's how I'd retake point. I'd attack from the barn side. I don't know if I'd attack from that right side anymore.
What's interesting is JD is keeping their flag back on the hill. And I think this is a very interesting play because I think they're trying to get like the Union team on the right flank. They're trying to get them on the Union right flank so that they draw their forces, and then when they like respawn, they'll group up and then push down the road. I think that's what JD's gonna do here. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I mean, it's just disappointing to see like cavalry just not really doing all that much, just kind of sitting back on the snake fence because they have carbines, they have pistols. They really need to do a lot of the heavy lifting on this map, and you kind of put yourself at a disadvantage when you make it a long-range gunfight with cavalry.
Yeah, they're playing, I think, a little too passively. They really need to get up there with the rest of the team at this point.
Yeah, the rifles are better shots than the carbines at longer range. So, I think the cavalry need to make, you know, some maneuvers. You know, maybe push up to the snake fence, start firing on the snake fence, maybe push down the straight fence. But do something, you know. Yeah, 9th Corps is going to sit by the shed position. I don't necessarily hate it because they don't have too many people there. And it's not super clumped up for Artie, but I mean, if Artie really wanted to, they could just smack the shed, just completely wipe out 9th Corps. I've had some very interesting experiences trying to sit by that shed. I'll tell you what, is not a great spot.
That white shed? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
9th Corps is at? Yeah. You just get smacked if Artie focuses on you. I remember when the White House in the middle of the map was huge, dude. Remember when pre-update, it was this like big White House, and it was super useful for attackers. And now it's not as much.
Not sure if I don't know if I started playing before they changed that or not. Was that a long time ago? Maybe I just never noticed.
It was a decent while ago. I think it was like a year.
I
a year ago.
maybe just barely missed it, or maybe it did happen. I just never noticed.
Oh, looks like EB might get their flag wiped here. 15th is going to come in from behind them.
Yeah, from that red barn. That's
I don't really necessarily agree with that flag movement right there. I mean, 15th Alabama is just going to come in from behind them and wipe that flag. That's
a little
really
risky.
unfortunate.
Yeah, a little risky. They got caught out. It's gonna weaken the Union defense.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Union saving grace is the Union realizes, oh shit, you know, we need to help out, so they're gonna come in. And the cavalry, I mean, cavalry really need to push up now. Like I've said it before, I'll say it again. The Cav need to get on point. They need to like. The Union is all over by the barn area right now. The point is completely exposed. And it just seems like they're leaving their friendlies out to dry, you know? Yeah, not a great play by 10th Tennessee. I think JD, 30th North Carolina, they were doing a lot of good work over by the barn. 15th Alabama doing good work.
It was a good flank.
It was just, yeah, it drawed the Union out off point, and the CSA could have recapped. They only got 4 minutes to, but
yeah, it's getting real dicey for CSA right now. They need to as a team.
The Cav are just sitting back over here, just.
What are they doing?
Nada. Yeah.
I'm actually kind of confused now. I've not seen them move off fence corner this entire match practically.
Do you know who their officers?
One of them, the guy.
I
can't
would
handle
assume
Mau? Yeah, like he's a level 40. He should
probably Hunter or Mau, yeah.
Should probably, you know, push up and be a little bit more aggressive. But
yeah, it's getting to the time of the match where
maybe it's his like first event and he just doesn't want to make too many mistakes. I'm not sure.
Yeah, there could be something else going on. Maybe they're just trying to hold a flank even though they don't need to. Maybe they're just a little passive, but they should have been leveraging them as much as possible.
Yeah, definitely.
3 minutes. It's not looking good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to think of a better regiment because you can get like 12 guys I think on Cav. So I'm wondering if CQB should have jumped on it or someone else, but the Cav just have not been doing all that much this whole game. Looks like CSA is going to make a push on the house right here, which I think is a good move. The Union is very pincered out right now, and Cav have finally pushed up towards point.
I still think they should probably get
The
closer.
Union have been wiped on the right side barn, so
Yeah.
really lost map control right now.
I think CSA will probably recap here. I don't see.
I do too. I mean, you really can't push the Cav off
One
point,
at a time. What?
right? And you're pretty weak right now.
You got a ton of guys, friendlies focusing on that side.
So I really don't see the Union holding here. They just don't have the numbers. And it looks like they're going to lose their position. However, I mean, just look at the time right now, Sigmar. If you just let Artie cook, if you just let Artie do its thing, they're going to like win the game for you. Like they're going to get enough of a ticket drain by the time that you go to breaking.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're
it's
35
like 25
minutes. Yeah, they're
Yeah.
35 minutes right now on the real clock, and they're about the recap point. I mean, that's not a good prospect of basically being in the breaking.
I don't
Enemy
love
team
how
still have the
the
lead team.
Union is trickling right now. They got
Yeah, they look
huge
desperate to
trail,
maybe
but
try to get the win. I think they're
I
just.
I
Yeah.
don't agree with it because you're losing tickets doing this. I wouldn't do it. I mean, you're going up against pistols, ton of rifles. You're gonna take a ton of casualties here. You're actually down on casualties now. You're about down a quarter, probably half of Morale State by the time this is over. I think this is a bad move. Yeah, Union had victory in their grasp, and they were like, you know what, we're gonna throw it away. All right. Well, the tickets weren't actually too bad there. I gotta say, they didn't actually go down as much as I thought they would. Union still, has a quarter deficit on tickets, but not as bad as I thought it would be. Union Artie is going to potentially start winning tickets. I think Union should just pull back to the barn though, and just let Artie do a lot of the work here. You don't really need to push out. Your Artie can just hit the enemy at basically any position. I would say just let the Artie do the work here. CQB's prime loaded up on that wall. So is 30th. Just let your Artie get the tickets for you. You're all good. Sigmar, do you know if Artie runs out of ammo, like on like mid pop / low pop?
Really, population doesn't matter too much for their ammo consumption if they're, doing max rate of fire.
Really?
Yeah, it depends on the guy. It depends on who's leading the artillery officer. My philosophy behind it is, You should be max rate of fire. If you're fighting 20 dudes or you're fighting 90 dudes, find the biggest group of them and shoot nonstop. There's some commanders that really want to wait for like, you know, larger groupings to make it worthwhile. If there's like 5 or more guys nearby, I send that shit.
Oh, these are some good arty shots. Like I was saying, just let the arty do a lot of the work here, because these CSA positions are exposed and
Yeah,
they're
no,
getting
they're
shot
gonna get
halfway through
shredded.
the map. You know.
The
And 30th
one
North Carolina sees it. CQB sees it. So it's gonna make the arty's job a lot harder, but arty's just blasting shit right now.
Yeah, they're doing a good job. And they don't even really have to worry about ammo either because they have multiple caissons worth of ammo because they are only operating, you know, I think Union's got 2 cannons, 3 cannons maybe, and CSA's got 2, maybe 3 as well. They got plenty of ammo.
Yeah, definitely.
But the match is stalled out a little bit. Union really can be aggressive here if they wanted to. I mean, they're about to put CSA into breaking. They can win
I know
one
it's
rush
boring
and
to
win.
watch Sigmar, but they're doing the right thing right now.
I mean,
Just
what's
letting arty get
the
tickets for you?
sure? I'm not going to deny that they're getting tickets, but any ticket you get over breaking for what they're trying to do probably doesn't matter very much. And if they charge, they'd get in the breaking regardless. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe they win by last standing them. That'd
I
be
just
pretty
think
lame.
a charge would put you at a ticket deficit that you can't come back from. Like it's you're down a quarter of a ticket lead. And on Nico Hill, if you charge direct, you're gonna lose a lot of tickets. So I think I would just let the arty put him in a breaking and then make my move, rather than try and risk the tickets right here, because you can still get very much pushed into final push with one bad charge.
Oh yeah, no, I don't disagree. I just think that it'll take Union Battery quite a lot in time to get them into breaking.
Hey, you got let's see, 20 minutes to do it.
True. I would say it's gonna take them probably 5 to 7 minutes of just getting nonstop, just solid hits. For that to go down. We'll see what happens. CSA artillery also kind of doing well, if I remember right.
Yeah, I mean, they're doing a lot of counter batteries since they don't have infantry targets right now, but they're doing pretty good. Ooh, nice shot by Union arty. Hit them again. I mean, they're really just doing a lot of work here. Ooh, nice shot. Yeah, destroying that straight fence is also useful, so that Union doesn't have to go up and over. The same thing with the stone wall. Union doesn't have to go up and over when they charge. There's less cover for CSA. Generally makes things easier for infantry if you open things up as arty. And arty's just gonna keep pounding them. I think Union arty probably just overshot there, but hitting that hill is not super easy. It looks like Patriot's gonna quick time, and he's gonna go ahead and move his men to the right. Probably the right call. I mean, you know, you don't want to be bored out of your mind with your men, so they don't get antsy and stuff. But they are going to be exposed to CSA arty if they don't take a safer route. I would probably go behind the house rather than quick time out in the open. But you know, they do get aura points. You know, for quick
They are
timing,
aura
so.
farming, yeah. It will be really fun. Yeah, there's first casualty.
They're just gonna go ahead and aura farm against. Oh, now they're double quick. They
They
realized,
lost
oh,
the
hey,
aura.
quick timing
Yeah.
across that field
I
might
mean,
be a bad thing to do because already might hit you.
CSA should know exactly what is happening. They should already. They see the entire Union
50%
team
energy.
traveling left side. They're already in braking. They know if they lose this charge, they lose the game. They need to get consolidated and fight for point.
Yeah, I completely agree with that, Sigmar. I mean, they should, but what have they done in the past? They've sat on the hill. So I think most likely 30th North Carolina is going to get left out dry, I think, here. We'll see if 15th Alabama or 10th Tennessee reinforce, but Union is already really pushed up. Looks like 30th North Carolina and 15th and some of JD is over here, so they might be able to hold this. Union definitely needs to watch out for the left flank right now. Left flank is going to be pretty exposed here. 9th Corps is going to shoot them on the rocks. I think this is a good move. Looks like Complex is going to go ahead and push up left. He's just going to try to independent fire. Not a great position for Union because they're pretty pincered right now.
Yeah,
and
it's
Alabama and JD are going in.
it should
But
be
if
a
9th
losing
Corps
battle.
forces here, they might be able to save the Union flags. The Union is pretty spread out here, which actually does work towards their favor. Because this charge is being very dispersed, and it's spreading them out quite a bit. I think if Union countercharges, I think they win. And if they countercharge right, they win. Especially since the Cav isn't really doing anything right now, and they're not really trying to pincer them. They're just shooting. Yeah, so Patriots ordering a countercharge. And it looks like they might be able to wipe their flags. We'll see. Big thing is picking up the flags. That's the biggest thing right now. Is picking up the flags and pushing up and trying to kill that flag. However, I think Union wins here if they just consolidate, regroup, and then charge out the Cav on point. And I don't know why the flags are still staying back here. I mean, just go to the barn where it's safe. It's very safe over there. I don't really get this move for the flags to just sit on the road and get shot by Cav. But I will say the Union is coming back. Their ticket deficit, doing very good. A lot better than I thought they would. And good job on CSA for preventing them taking on the right side of the map. I don't know about that charge. I think you could probably just win the shootout since the Union was pincered on pretty much every angle. But that's just me. Looks like Union is going to keep losing their flags here. Yeah. And the small skirmish group of Union players got wiped on the shed. Union needs to pull back and regroup right now because they are down a quarter of a ticket lead on braking, and that's never good. Yeah, IVB, EB need to pull back out of that spot right now.
Yeah, they're going to be losing a lot of tickets. If they pull out, though, I mean, I actually don't see Union winning this match anymore.
Well,
I
CSA's forced to defend the point.
Yeah.
They're gonna get shot by already. So
Yeah.
Union can definitely still win. They have 23 minutes. They're at breaking. They're good. They don't have to do anything right here. All they got to do is let their already cook.
a lot of cooking.
It is a lot
They're,
of cooking, but I mean, the
get
CSA
Jesse,
wants to
man.
defend the point.
Um,
They're exposed.
no, for sure. I just think with how it's going right now, if Union charges again, they're gonna get put in the final push, and it's gonna be an all or nothing. If they win the first charge and they also get, if CSA gets last stand, it's probably over.
What you have to do is you actually have to like time your final push, like when you're gonna go into final push. You want to go into final push after you've charged, and then respawned, consolidated, got all your stuff, and then you go into final push, and then you have one last time for a charge before it's butts and go. So that's ideal, what you want, but they are very close to final push here, and Patriot only has a couple of guys on the hill. I think he's probably going to get wiped out, which is going to cause a little bit more tickets on them. I mean, not a terrible move, but you do lose quite a bit of tickets there. I think you lose like 13 tickets with 3 people.
Oh dang,
but...
man! I only take shekels. I only take.
Amen. Good shit.
Oh, looks like Union's going to be pushing out again on the right. Again, I don't agree with this decision, especially when you're down half a morale state.
Gentlemen, shifted left.
I mean, you got 21 minutes on the clock. You don't need to expose yourself to Artie and sit back on the barn and just hang out. Exactly.
Cookie. And man, Cookie just ramboed. See, guys, I'm not that fast. Okay, I can't warn a guy. You got 2 warnings. Can't warn a guy within 5 milliseconds of him pulling the trigger. All right, not that fast.
Yeah, I feel like there's always like one person in the chat just like ramboing before you can call it out. They just speed dial it. Yeah, I think if Union doesn't get out of that position right now, they're cooked. Gonna lose too many tickets to Artie. Fifth Minnesota has the red barn right now. Let the Artie get tickets. Especially with 30th North Carolina and 10th Tennessee, just all cooped up on the point right now. You really want to let the Artie just knock him down, get kills. Especially destroying that stone wall. Destroying that stone wall on point is huge for pushing it, because if you have to push it head on, direct, you want there to be a gap to where you can run through. So you can charge the stone wall more easily. And looks like Union's gonna push. I don't think they're gonna win this. I think probably what happens is they go into final push and they're not able to get respawns in time. Then they're gonna lose. There's no reason to do this. You have so much time. You have so much time. You just need to let your Artie cook. Looks like IVB is just going to go for a direct charge. Everyone's going in. I mean, they might be able to overwhelm the defenders, but that's just a lot of rifles.
Yeah, they're gonna lose a majority of their guys going in. They do have a big right flank going on with like 10 guys. I don't think that's gonna really do anything, but yeah, I think this is the end of the match.
Gonna get shot down at 50 yards. You know, plenty of time to get your shots off, and it's just not going to work out well. 5th Minnesota is going to go ahead and take the hill, though, on the left, which is pretty good. I don't think they really could have contributed much to the right side. If 5th Minnesota actually gets on point, it might make the CSA panic. And if the Union just goes butts and go at spawn, I think they'll be able to reinforce 5th Minnesota. But we'll see. I mean, 5th Minnesota would have to kill so many guys.
Yeah, they'd have to get some plot armor to do it.
Yeah. And plus, Unit doesn't have their flags.
I mean, they're capping. Maybe we live in a universe and this is the timeline. Okay, no,
Yeah,
no.
I mean,
I
Unit
was-
needs to let's and go. Just send it, and I'm seeing a lot of them get their reloads. Yeah, a lot of their guys are just getting their reloads, and they're not going to reinforce point in time.
Nah, yeah, it's over.
Yeah, it's over. It's over.
I mean,
Honestly.
maybe. You never know. Maybe something crazy might happen, but I don't think so.
Patriot's gonna have to like land every shot and kill that officer, and he's not gonna do that.
Damn, you're talking shit about your boy. You're not confident he can hit every shot.
What I'm saying, so
Jesus.
words in my mouth. Just saying it like it's gonna be very difficult.
It's point blank. He can do
You
it.
have to lock the fucking.
Gotta snort some Adderall.
Snort some Adderall, do some drugs, something like that.
I actually maybe
Union's just-
Union wins
Union's
this.
too late.
They're a little late, but they still got 30 seconds.
Oh,
That's.
Art just hits like a fucking amazing shot right here. It's not gonna
I
happen.
mean, it was an alright. That was a pretty good shot. I mean, it
It's a
knocked
good
down
shot,
like
it just
you know.
came in too late.
I don't know. You never know. I mean, see, that's another good shot. That's like taking down half the
They don't
CSA
have
line.
their shots. That's the question. If they don't have their shots, they're cooked.
Yeah, I don't know if CSA's loaded, but I don't think Union is either.
Yeah, it's cooked.
Yeah, they're put a fork in them. They're done.
That's unfortunate. That is most unfortunate for Union.
That was very fucking epic. Good job,
They
CSA.
played-
You're my
yeah, they played
boys.
very well. CSA I liked how they spread the field more and they covered both the left and the right. That's ideally how you want to play Nicodemus, especially on low/mid pop. I think the Union just kind of fumbled the bag on time because they had just had so much time. They could have just let the Artie do most of the work, but they just chose not to. So, GG's. A good job for everyone. And good comeback by CSA. Rough start, but overall good finish.
Indeed. I think that's going to be 1-1 for tonight. Or is it 2-0? It might be 2-0. Don't know. Yeah, well fought by both sides. After action's not looking too crazy. Good job, Artie.
Yeah, Artie,
But,
Artie did a lot of work.
Look at the ticket difference.
Yeah, I mean that's just Nico for you. Like
Yeah.
going up against Cavalry. I don't even feel like the Cavalry did that much. I feel like just Nico being such an open field map is advantageous to the defenders. Just with how little cover there is and where the RD is positioned, it's just impossible to make a breakthrough.